Today, I am going to be talking about how to send Pokemon bulk. To me, that is, anyways. What's going on, guys? This is Biggie Breaks here, and I figure I would make a video because there's always questions, and just to make everything clear, to make it easier for my viewers that are sending me Pokemon bulk. So, let's get to it. We have a bulk box here that got sent to me. Wasn't this bad. I ripped off the top, so you cannot see the shipping label, but this is what we're looking at. This is kind of how it got sent. It's all jumbled around. And everything is combined together with commons, uncommons, rares, and hollows and reverse hollows. So, the way everything works here, anyways, for what I do is, you guys can send me Pokemon bulk, or anyone can send me Pokemon bulk, and I either pay you out, usually PayPal. If you want Venmo or Cash App, I can do that as well. Or you can do store credit. So, if you do store credit, you do get an extra 10% with doing so. So, we are going to break everything down here. So, the best way to send Pokemon bulk is these large flat rate UPS boxes. You can get them free from the post office. This holds about 6,500 cards. When you're sending it like this, though, and I'll show you another box and how I stack it and how you can fit those cards in there. You need to make sure you're taping these very well. You need to make sure you're taping these very well because roughly 6,500 cards can fit in here. And when you're putting, this is about 25 pounds, you want to make sure you're really packaging it well. And you need to make sure you're using tape, a lot of it, because at that point, if you do not tape the sides, like this is not taped very well, you'll start having the bottom blow out here. Let me see if I can show you. You're going to start having this box split apart just because there's so much weight. And to be honest with you, the post office really hates sending these because they're 25 pounds and they just throw them on, my front doorstep all the time. So, and let me tell you, I really do not want to play 6,500 card pickup if this blows out at the post office because then I have to go deal with it because they do not want to deal with it. So, when you're sending these, make sure you are using a lot of tape this way and around this way to make sure these do not blow out. So that is best value. These boxes, UPS, you get them for free, and make sure you use tape. As we go through here, these are all combined, which you do not want. I do not want this because at this point I have to spend my time doing it, or I have to pay somebody to do it, and then you're not going to like the bulk rates. So the way it is you have your, let's see here, you have your hollows and reverse hollows is one category. So the way I want you guys to send bulk, or mainly most people take bulk this way, is your hollows and reverse hollows are in one category. You do not have to separate these. These can be in the same. These can be in the same category. I do not care. Which is, let's see here. Let's zoom in. Your hollows and reverse hollows. And then your other category is your rares. So the rares are the ones with the little star that are not holographic. These are rares in the Sword and Shield era and back. I mean, you do have some in Scarlet and Violet if you break down build-in battles, I believe they're in, but the rares are not in normal packs if you're just ripping packs. So you want this card here with the star in its own category. And then you have commons and uncommons. So you have your commons with the circle and then your sideways square, diamond, whatever you want to call it. So this can be together, and this is your other category. So these are the three categories that you need to have. Your reverse hollows and hollows, your rares, and then your commons and uncommons. If you combine them together, then I only pay you out for the common and uncommon rates. Because again, I have to sort through this. to make it look like this in piles, or I have to pay somebody to do that. And it definitely takes time, especially when you're sending 6,500 cards. So, we definitely do not want that, because then this person's going to be disappointed when they only get the rate for the commons and uncommons. The best way to do it, to send cards like this, is, zoom out here. This is the best way, or the way that works for me. So if you put it in stacks, and then you can neatly stack it on the side as well, it makes the box a little bit more solid as well. When you put this through UPS, I mean, some of the top cards will move around, but it won't be as bad. I've had people stuff some, bubble wrap or whatever you want in there, just in case if you don't want it to move it around. But I would suggest this is the best way to send cards. Now, this is just all commons. If you want to send commons, rares, and reverse hollows and hollows all together, I've had people put them in plastic baggies and write what is what. You can use paper if you want. I've seen people with printer paper that wrap, 50 cards into a bundle and write your rares. However you want to do it, you just need to make sure you separate them before they get to me, because again, you're going to get paid that common and uncommon rate, which then you're going to be very disappointed. So then we wrap all this up. Again, you want to make sure you are wrapping it this way, and then make sure you go around the sides as well, because this box is definitely not, probably, it's supposed to hold up to 70 pounds. I don't really imagine 70 pounds being in this box. But it can. That's what it's graded for. But yeah, 6,500 cards is around 25 pounds, and this box is already streaming. So make sure you wrap it up tight, and we won't have any blowouts. And that is what we are doing for bulk. Now, I do not, as of right now, the bulk market is a little bit rough. So I do not accept Japanese bulk. I will not be accepting Japanese bulk, and I am just doing Pokemon as of right now. So Pokemon bulk. There will be a form in the description below if you do want to send me bulk. What happens is you send it to me, I check it in at that point. I go through the quantities, and then at that point, depending on personal preference, I either pay you via PayPal or I do store credit and you get 10%. I always pay. I do not prepay on bulk. You have to send the bulk to me, and I've been doing this for a long time now, and I accept a lot of bulk. It's just a lot easier on my end at that point, and we do it that way. So that is how you should send in bulk and how you separate the bulk at that point to make it 10 times easier for me, 10 times easier for you to get the best value. And then again, PayPal or I do store credit, you get an extra 10% bonus. And again, you can use it on anything on the website, booster boxes, live breaks, anything shipped to home, Japanese, English, whatever your little heart desires. And yeah, that is the video on how to ship and send bulk. If you guys have any questions or comments, please leave that in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you, and have a good night.